Okay, my lovely foodie famers, welcome back with a new Christmas episode with the appetizer for the Christmas menu. We're gonna make a beautiful ceviche, happy chef style, with some avocado, some chili don dilly, and a little bit leftover wrap from the streams. Don't forget to subscribe, of course, like the video, or check me out on my Twitch channel, 5 days a week live at Twitch. So let's do this. Okay, my lovely foodie famers, of course, let's first start with the ingredients for today. We got some beautiful ingredients, so we're gonna start with 2 limes, 1 red onion, 1 yellow onion, 3 garlic cloves, a little bit of chives, a little bit of basil. You can take cilantro too, of course, if you like, but I'm gonna take some basil. We got a few beautiful cherry tomatoes, 1 chili, 1 Madame Jeanette, a little scallion, a beautiful avocado, a half a cucumber, a little wrap from beetroot. You can take a normal wrap as well if you like, but I take a little beetroot wrap because I got it left over from my stream, and you know, Happy Chef don't like food waste. We got a little bit of rucola salad, 2 beautiful sea bass fillets, that's about enough for 4-person ceviche, and some pepper, some salt, a little bit of olive oil, and some rice vinegar. So let's do this. Okay, beautiful people, let's start with the first step. We're gonna cut a lot of ingredients, guys. We gotta cut the onion, cut garlic, some chives, some basil, some tomatoes, the chili don dillies, of course, cucumber, and the little scallion. We're gonna add that in different buckets here, so we can use 1 part for our guacamole and 1 part for the ceviche. So let's chop it like it's hot, and cut it, baby. So let's go. Garlic we can add to the white onion, so we can mix it together later. I'm not mixing the white and the red onion together yet because it can get some color difference in there. So and now we're gonna chop the chives and the basil. But from the basil I'm gonna take off a little top here for the plating later. That's nice to use. Make sure to have a sharp knife when you cut your basil, because basil can color really fast then. Chiverinos. And then we're gonna slide this to the side, and we're straight away gonna cut our chili don dilly and our scallions. So at this point we're gonna use for the plating here as well, some few rings. Chili don dilly. Spice it up, baby. So let's now chop our spring onion or scallion, how you want to call it. Kobe. I'm gonna chop that nice and fine. And as well, you can use this for the plating and to do through our mixture, of course. Very nice. Now we're going to chop a little bit of cucumber. Nice cucumber, just a small piece, not too much. We're going to not use it all, just chop off a piece. And we're going to cut that brunoise as well. So let's now chop a few tomatoes. You can take big tomatoes too if you like, but I chose for cherry tomatoes. I like the flavor from it a lot. So we're just gonna chop it fine to put it through our guacamole. I know normally you get the seeds out of your tomatoes, but I just want to use the seeds so we got a little bit of extra juicy moisture and acids from our tomato. This we can put in the bucket with the red onion because we're going to make the guacamole from that later on. So let's add the tomato in the bucket with the red onion. And then we're going to start cutting our avocado. Oh yes! If you want to get your avocado quickly out of there, I should not advise to take a sharp knife for this because you can cut through the skin. What I most of the time do, if I want to get my avocado out of there, I just cut into the avocado and I'm stopping with the cuttings if I feel the skin. So watch out, then you can go the other way. You can just chop it in there. Easy peasy. Easy for on a sandwich as well, of course. Watch out for your fingers or take just another too sharp knife. Then we can take a spoon and we can just scoop it out and do it in a bowl. Then we got the avocado in a bowl. We're gonna add the tomato and the red onion. I separated a little bit of red onion for the end, for the plating on that ceviche. So we're gonna add this together with our avocado. A little scoop of the cucumber in there too. A little bit of our chives, our basil, our chilies and our scallions in there too. Just take off a little piece here. Easy peasy. That's why I left it on my cutting board. Just put it in there. Super nice. And of course a little bit of the white onion mixed together with the garlic. There was a donkey moment, of course. You know, Happy Chef got sometimes some donkey moments. Yeah. But let's get it in. Let's add a little bit of that white onion and the garlic in there too. Very nice. Mix it up. Super nice. Now we're gonna add a little piece of the lime on there too. Just a little squeeze, not everything, because we need it for our ceviche, of course. So we're squeezing a little bit of lime juice in there. We're gonna use a little bit of olive oil in there too. Scoot. A little bit of the rice vinegar. Not too much, just a little. Whoop. Some pepper. And then we got a beautiful, colorful salsa to put on top of the ceviche later on. Some salt, of course. Then we're gonna get that flavor town on there, baby. Oh my gosh, guys, I need to taste this, famo. I really need to put this in my face. I can't help it. Of course, always taste when you want to give it to your guests. Let's put this in the fridge for the moment, and then we're going further with the rest. So the guacamole is in the fridge. Let's now make the flavor town for the ceviche, guys and girls. So we're gonna add these beautiful ingredients, and we're gonna make the mixture for the ceviche. We're gonna chop this lime as well. Then we're gonna take the rest of the onion and the garlic, of course, and a little bit of the cucumber. We're gonna mix it all together and make a beautiful mixture. But we're gonna save a little bit of the chili don dillies and the chives and the basil for the end on the plating. Just a little bit. So this we're gonna put in our mixture. So now we're just gonna squeeze our limes in there. Squeeze it, baby. So the acid's gonna cook the sea bass to a nice little cuisine. You can of course strain the moisture from the limes, but it's all good. If there's a seed in there, I can pick it out, and I didn't saw any seeds in this lime, so no worries, of course. Smells good, baby. Okay, let's now add a little bit of olive oil as well to this mixture. Add a little bit of rice vinegar. It's not common that people do that, but I like to add a little bit of rice vinegar. Just think it gives an extra dimension on there, a little extra. Okay, of course we're gonna add some salt. And don't be too greedy with your salt, of course, because this is a very sour mixture. Ceviche is very sour because the acids are cooking the sea bass a little bit. So I'll have to add a little bit of extra salt and pepper to level up the sourness. You can add a little bit of sugar as well if you like, but that's not really how they do it. So we're just gonna add some salt, baby. Of course, some pepper. A little bit of cucumber. Just 2 spoons. So we got some beautiful fresh sea bass over here from the boat of my brother. He's a fisherman. Very happy with that. So we're gonna chop that in fine slices so the acids can cook it fast. Not too thick chunks. That's your own choice, of course, but me is learned or thought to make nice fine slices from the fish. So it's nice to eat, and it's the acids of the lemon and of the vinegar are cooking it faster. So let's chop it, baby. And what I'm gonna do, I'm first gonna chop off the skin. So I'm gonna hold my hand here, then I'm gonna chop like this. We're gonna get the tail with our fingers. Then we can just slowly let the knife do the work. Pull a little bit on the skin, and you can chop off the skin very easy. And then, see, you got a beautiful fillet without skin. You can use the skin yourself if you like, but for ceviche I always cut my skin off, or for carpaccio. So let's cut this one off too. Easy peasy. Beautiful. Now we're gonna chop it super fine, baby. When I want to chop it fine, I most of the time tranche it a little bit like this, you know? So you got some nice thin slices from it. You can take a trangular knife as well, a tranche knife, but I just take my chef knife. And now the next one, and another one. And of course you can take another fish for it too, guys and girls. You can use a tarbot for that. You can use some cod for that if you like. You can do it with prawns, you can do it with mussels. I today chose for sea bass because it's a beautiful fresh fish out of our own region. But if you got a beautiful white fish in your own region, you can take that as well, of course. Totally no problem. So then we got all the slices and we're gonna add that now to our ceviche mixture. And we're gonna hustle it up a little bit. Mix it. Then we're gonna let it sit in the fridge for about 10-20 minutes. And then we can plate it up. Of course, we need to put the salad on there and we're gonna make a little crunchy wrap crouton to put it on for an extra crunch. But let's mix it with our ceviche mixture and then put it in the fridge, guys. Put this to the side for the moment again. So we got a clean cutting board again. Just nicer to put this on there. Then we're gonna mix it up. Hustle the ceviche through that marinade. Flavor Town. I have a little bit of a small bowl. I should take a little bit of a bigger bowl myself. You can put it in the fridge and of course you can mix it yourself another few times if you pick it out of the fridge after 10 minutes. But really let the acids do their work and cook the fish a little bit. So now we're gonna put it in the fridge and let it chill out. So let's put it in the fridge, baby. So let's go, beautiful people. The ceviche is in the fridge, getting that Flavor Town marinating. So now we're gonna use our leftover wrap. Just like I said, you can use normal wraps as well. I have a little beetroot wrap left over. So we're gonna chop that in half. And then we're gonna chop it in long stripes, add a little bit of garlic oil, put it in the oven 140, 150 degrees Celsius. Let it get crispy. Around 10 minutes, every oven is different, so I always check it. We're gonna make them crispy, so we got a nice crisp on our ceviche. A little bit of an extra bonus. So let's chop it up. So see some nice crisps, low. So then we're gonna take an oven tray. Easily we're gonna put them in. And we're just gonna hustle a little bit of garlic oil on there. You can take normal oil as well if you like. I'm just gonna hustle a little bit of garlic oil on there. Then we're gonna mix it up and put it in the oven. Every day I'm hustling.
Few moments later.
So we got the crispy wraps out of the oven. Crispy enough, so let's plate up the ceviche, guys and girls. We got here our fresh ceviche. We got a guacamole, a nice plate, a little bit of salad. Of course, we got some of the choppings left over. We're gonna use them. A little bit of cucumber and tomato and some red onion. But I myself love to use a little bit of sriracha as well. It's not necessary, but I always love a little bit of extra spiciness on there. It's optional, but I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic sriracha extra to plate it up, which is gonna make a little bit of a nice fancy plate from it. So let's do this, guys. Let's start with a little bit of salate. Then we're gonna drop a little bit of that beautiful ceviche on there. Oops. Beautiful. A little bit of the guacamole. Holy moly, guacamole. A little bit of the cucumber on there. Some extra red onion. Greens, chili down lily, a nice top of basil on the top. A little bit of sriracha around there. And a few of that crispy crisps on there too. I think we got a beautiful ceviche over here. Oh my God, the crunch. Let's go, famo. I think we can give it to the guests. So let's go. And then I'm gonna make another 3 plates because we are hungry.